Hi, I'm the host of the STO Smokers Lounge. I'm here to tell you about Anchor, the perfect app that you can use right now to start your own podcast network. You can broadcast right now. All you got to do is download the app, whether you have a phone, iPad, or even a laptop or desktop. You can right now download Anchor or go to Anchor FM right now and start recording and have your stuff broadcasted over multiple platforms such as Spotify. So go to Anchor today and start your podcast career like I have. Because trust me, I love me some Anchor.
Boy, when I say this year, just keep getting crazy, get crazy. But a lot of you people don't really know. Well, if you don't know, you should have figured it out by now. I'm a huge wrestling fan. I watch everything. I watch AAA. I watch New Japan. I watch WWE. I watch AEW. Actually, the first podcast I was planning to do was actually pro wrestling. But that was the first thought. As you now know, and that was like 2, 3 years ago. But the crazy part about all this is that the beauty of having a podcast, that I started my podcast, that yes, I talk about adult film. I talk about the business of porn. But as you know, every now and then I give you episodes which ain't got shit to do with porn. Because it's my podcast and I do what I want. Just like the song said, it's my party. I can cry if I want to, die if I want to, cry if I want to. I don't know the rest of the song anyway. But the reason why I mention wrestling is because I've been meaning to do a review of Heels and never got around to it. But today, I had to make an episode. And this is going to be dropped very soon. Yeah, y'all get 2 episodes in 1 week and it's free. So this, even though this is a special smoke, this is going to be free for you people. Which is going to be funny because a lot of people, because even though I'm doing subscription based, they're going to be like, well, damn, you've been getting a lot of free stuff. Well, trust me, enjoy it while it lasts. Okay? But I had to do this because I'm a huge wrestling fan. And as of today, well, actually, I recorded the show earlier, you know, and I'm chilling and watching Impact Wrestling. And I go on YouTube and I see a post. One of my favorite podcasts I love to watch, YouTube channels, Wrestling, Wrestle Talk. Man, Tempest and this other dude, I don't even know who the fuck he is. But Tempest the Wrestler, I love him to death. You know what I'm saying? Especially when he do the reviews, he has the crown on the head tilted. That shit kind of, you know what I'm saying, kind of got some swag to it. But anyway, WWE for the past, I got to say, year or so, 2 years actually, has been releasing wrestlers and been making moves. Now, of course, the fans are not happy with WWE. To be honest with you, as a wrestling fan myself, WWE is really sucking right now. So people can understand this. I've never been a WWE fan like that. Now, I was a huge fan during the Attitude Era, but I always been the down south NWA territory wrestling guy. Okay? That's why I'm a proud member of the Cult of Cornette, because I get where he's coming from because I grew up in that time frame. I understand what wrestling psychology was back then. They did less and got more than some of these motherfuckers that doing all the flipping and dipping that they're doing now. Heat was heat, meaning, yeah, wrestlers, fans tried to kill wrestlers back then. That's how much they hated wrestlers. That's how much they saw it was real. I've been meaning to do a episode or a podcast episode breaking down the psychology of Vince McMahon, my thoughts, what I've seen over the years, how he hates professional wrestling as in NWA shit. That's a whole hour, damn near 2 hour breakdown that I have to do, and I ain't doing that tonight. But the WWE has not been as good. Ratings haven't been good across the board with wrestling like it was back in the day. But let's look at the facts. You got streaming services. You have so many ways to watch wrestling. Yeah, it beats out TV. Hey, some motherfuckers don't even got cable no damn more. Everything on their computer. But as of today, WWE 2 days ago reported that their earnings for the quarter was $256 million, which means that with the past 6 months, excuse no, 3 months, or actually 4 months, my bad. Whatever months in a quarter, shit, don't give me the line. It's a little late right now, plus I'm high. They made $256 million. Now, prior to the day, a bunch of wrestlers been released, such as Braun Strowman, Bray Wyatt. I'm talking about some big names. There was just two names that I'm talking about. They released a lot of NXT talent. They released a lot of main roster talent. And today was another round. Now, what's interesting is some of you people that might be listening to this may not watch wrestling, know any of these people. Then, of course, there are going to be some people that are going to see the title, the clickbait, and they're going to be like, let me check this out. And it blew my mind because I was like, some of the names, I was like, huh? First, we begin. I'm not going to go through every name and list. I'm just going to go through the names that I know and I give a fuck about. Okay? But trust me, it was 14 wrestlers released. Now, B-Fab was the biggest shot. Now, I know a lot of people that know wrestling is like, how is B-Fab the biggest shot? There's more names on it bigger, but no, because she was on Hit Row. They moved Hit Row, not one wrestler, the whole fucking clique to SmackDown. They were on SmackDown. She only had a couple matches in NXT, but she was on SmackDown. She was the eye candy, the female rapper of the group and wrestler. And trust me, people, you need to check out Hit Row. Them guys can spit. Top dollar's my shit. That big nigga can go. But she signed a contract 2 weeks ago. She just signed one, just inked it. The ink ain't even dry yet. Released. I was like, damn. Released? She just moved up to the main roster. For some people that don't understand, NXT is the farm league. That is kind of like AAA baseball. So when they came to the major league, that's the main roster, which is Raw and SmackDown. They put her on SmackDown. So it wasn't that she was on Raw. She was on SmackDown, on Fox, seen by more homes than Raw is getting. You feel me? Released. Amber Moon, who is a former NXT champion, was put up on the main roster, then moved back to NXT. Now it's out. Very great wrestler. I remember her. She probably going to go back to, I think, Athena. I can't remember her full name, Athena something. But she's awesome. Plus, she's sexy as hell. Yeah, I ain't even going to front on that. But great wrestler. In any other promotion, probably a main event player in the women's division. But in WWE, nah. Frankie Monet, a.k.a. Tanya Valkyrie. The wife of Johnny Mundo, a.k.a. Johnny Morrison. Okay, let's make this quick. This is one of the toughest women I've ever seen. Go on YouTube. Watch Taya Valkyrie, Taya Valkyrie in AAA. This female bled in matches, hardcore matches. She can wrestle. She can go toe to toe. She was on Lucha Underground. Just a month ago, had a title match, had a chance to become champ against Raquel Gonzalez, who recently lost the belt. But anyway, signed her contract in February and she's gone. Grand Metalik, he already asked for his one. He asked for his release, so I'm not surprised with that. Henry Smith, for some of you people, is Davey Boy Smith Jr., Davey Boy Smith, the British Bulldog's son. This dude had the opportunity to become a world champion in MLW. Instead of becoming that, he signs a deal with the WWE, never got a chance to get in the ring, and now he's released. Hammerstone actually probably would have became champ by now, but it wouldn't have been Jacob Fatu he beat. It would have been Harry. Harry was the person that supposed to beat Jacob Fatu, but when he signed that contract, they kept the bet on Jacob Fatu. That's why Jacob Fatu, after Jacob Fatu, who I love to death, he can say, thank you, WWE, because if it wasn't for you, I would have lost that belt, and I wouldn't have had no 2 to 3 year run with it. Then the real shock, I say, well, actually, number 2 shock of the list to me is Karrion Kross and his wife Scarlett Bordeaux. Now, Karrion Kross, I love him. He's known as Kevin Kross, the Toll Man. I loved him in the Indies. I loved him in Mexico. I loved him on Impact. I just love him. Yeah, I got a man crush, ladies and gentlemen, on Karrion Kross. I'm not even gonna lie. Dude is that fucking deal, okay? He's a beast. He has the look, the move set. I am sorry. If I was a promoter, he would be my fucking champ. And he got the hot ass wife Scarlett Bordeaux that do the little ritual shit. Their interest is probably one of the baddest interests that I've ever seen in wrestling. He goes to main roster, take her away, give him some dumb gladiator outfit, and he loses his first night to Jeff Hardy. Smoke that over for all my wrestling fans. I mean, his first night of Impact, he choked out Petey Williams. But that was WWE, it would have been Williams would have beat him. The man held the NXT title twice. He won the belt, got hurt, came back and won it again. But to let him and his wife go. I was like, damn. Keith Lee, they just gave him a new fucking gimmick, Bearcat Lee. It's funny. They know what to do with the black ones that, smile, dance, play a stereotype. But you take an intelligent out of the black man that can move like Keith Lee with the dad body, I don't know what to do with him. I don't know what to do with him. I don't understand Keith Lee. Maybe we should just call him a Bearcat. No, he need to go back to the Performance Center and learn how to wrestle as a big man. Yeah. But number 1, well, I get number 1 in a second. Oney Lorcan, shocked about that because, hey, he's a former NXT champion. Eva Marie, they just brought her back, made a big deal. Mia Yim. But the biggest shock is Nia Jax. They released my baby. My heart hurt. It means I ain't gonna get to see her sexy big ass no more. Oh, Raw, SmackDown. I'm sorry. Y'all don't know how fine that goddamn woman is. My wife says she fine, goddamn it. That woman fine as shit. Fuck that. Damn it. I'll tell the rocket his goddamn face. Your goddamn cousin, I would fuck the shit out of your cousin. The way. I would fuck the shit out of your cousin, dog. My wife would fuck the shit out of your cousin, dog. I'm just letting you know. She'll get caught in the police. Straight up. So, Nia Jax, I know she had her problems. To keep it 100, her and Flair got into a fight. Technically, that's what it was in the ring. It was actually supposed to be the shoot. Some people know what the shoot is. That's when a wrestler goes off script and goes in for business themselves. Usually, you can tell. They'll be like, wait a second, that don't look like that's a punch to hurt, not a punch to impress. You know what I'm saying? She done hurt a couple of people. Been a little reckless. She don't know her own strength. But she can work a fucking runway, baby. Hello? Honey. But she was on Total Diva. She was on TV. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shoot. And hair looked flawless, makeup looked flawless. Actually, she's probably one of the finest women on the damn roster. I'm just saying. Big, and she a big girl. Giving it to him. Trust me, that outfit don't do no justice. I seen it in clothes. But anyway, she is part of the Samoan family. She's part of the Maivia family. And she got released. Not Tamina. She did. Tamina never held the world title. This woman didn't held the world title. This woman didn't fought Ronda Rousey. She probably one of the most marketable of all the girls actually on the roster. If you want to be honest, ain't none of the only motherfucker that can sit here and say they done some major shit other than her is been Sasha Banks. Because Sasha Banks was in The Mandalorian. And I hate she ain't coming back because she played a badass. I like her better with black hair anyway. That's just me. That blue hair don't do nothing for me. But Nia Jax was a major player. So, as I told you, I look at totality. I look at the full spectrum of everything that goes on. And I make my assumptions off of that. I calculate it. I take everything into account. I take into account the things that I've learned from listening to people talk about Vince McMahon and for what he said about himself. I take into account what I know about business itself as a businessman. Also, knowing what the WWE, its value, its worth. So let me explain something to you. Vince wanted to make WWE a corporate machine. He put it on Wall Street. You can buy stock. Network. Vince knows how much his company is worth. Now, granted, Vince is about, what, 80? I'm about to take a look. I want to make sure that I get total, what the man age is, people. You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? But Vince is not getting younger. And trust me, we don't know what his health may be. Honestly, we may not. I'm not wishing death upon the man. I ain't saying that. But let's just be honest. Vince McMahon is 76 years old. So he's 4 years from 80. I want you to think about that for a second. He's getting up in years. So there have been rumors, innuendo suggestions that there's been offers to Vince to sell WWE. Now, a lot of people say ain't no fucking way Vince is not going to sell. And if any sale happens, it's not going to be when he's alive. Okay? Now, let's break down the question. And spoiler alert, I feel it's heading that way. Vince is looking to unload the WWE for a nice chunk of change. Now, I know all the Wrestle Talks, Wrestle Incs, all these motherfuckers gonna sit here and say, nah, this ain't gonna happen. But if it happens, I want you to go tell Dave Meltzer, Jim Cornette, Brian Last, Brian Alvarez, Luke Owens, Chopper Pete, and the boys at Wrestle Talk that Bob told you it was gonna happen and how it was gonna happen. Cause when my gut started tingling, the eyes started twitching, yeah. The hands started itching, yeah. Well, actually, that means money coming, but nah. Let me tell you the reason why I think that. I'm going to tell you the reason why it looks that way. Okay, first things first. He got rid of his two long-term right-hand and left-hand people. I don't know their names. You can look it up. That's your business. And hired this guy named Khan. Not Tony Khan. Whatever his name is. Khan has been making moves. Major moves. He's been trimming a lot of fat off the company. Increasing the profit margin of the company. You feel me? Because understand it's not about ratings. See, everyone, the elephant in the room is the monkey throwing shit is the ratings. It's not about the ratings. It's about bumping up the value of WWE. I want you to smoke that over for a second. Light your blunt. Sip your beer. If you're listening, you know what I'm saying, with your significant other, y'all snuggle and turn it up a little bit. I'm about to give you some knowledge. Smoke this over. Vince is a businessman first and foremost. He wanted to take his company corporate. You're not going to go through the staking troubles that he has went through, the hell that he has went through all these years, the trials and almost being put out of business by another promotion to make WWE a Wall Street traded company. Why? To make the value of the company go up. He had made deals with Saudi Arabia and all this, but he had dissolved the WWE network and put it on Peacock. And this is after he fired the two people that were saying, look, what you doing? Keep the network. Interesting. Got a pretty penny for it. Don't get it twisted. Then you look at the roster cuts. Because they keep saying budget cuts, right? All right. When you're a company and you're preparing for a sale, you're going to dump assets to make the company look as profitable as possible. You dump assets to make your profit margin go up because that's less money that you're spending. So let's say somebody wants to buy, let's say, trying to give a good example. Okay, let's say you run a hair salon. Somebody wants to buy the hair salon from you, right? And they make an offer, but you don't like the offer. And you start to get a bunch of offers for your salon. What you gonna do? You're gonna try to boom up more business so you can make that price go up. When you sell a house, the more upgrades you do to that house, the more the value of the house goes up. Especially if it's up to market value. When my sister and they dumbass sold my dad's house because we didn't do the necessary stuff to bring it up to modern time, we got less than what we could have gotten. But that's a story for another day. So let me tell you what happened. Disney and NBC has made offers to Vince to buy WWE, period. Why do I believe this? Because you see what Disney doing with Marvel. They took Spider-Man and X-Men from Sony. They said, okay, y'all ain't using no more. Here's some money. Bring it here. Now we're about to have the X-Men and Spider-Man and Venom in the MCU. Add to it, Disney has Star Wars. And trust me, at some point they're going to have Harry Potter. Because they're already doing the Disney shit with that. So with that being said, they're dumping contracts to increase profit margin and to centralize the size of the company. Now I know you're saying, well, Bob, what the fuck? How's firing all these people is increasing? Well, one, like I say, you're spending less money paying these people, training these people, flying these people. You get me? Also, trying to get my thoughts together. With them getting rid of those contracts, because think about the contracts that they got rid of. They got rid of Braun Strowman. So that's like 2-3 million. Brave probably about 2-3 million, maybe 4. Some of them cats, less than that. You feel me? So you're downsizing it, and which in turn increasing the value and the profit margin each quarter with WWE. Which in turn means that now the selling price for WWE has now increased. Because you're getting the product that's generating billions. So in order for you to buy it, you're going to have to spend billions. Am I correct? I'm going to let that marinate. I'm going to let y'all marinate on that. Just like me to see. See, I guarantee you, NBC it might be people in Vince here saying, Vince, you know you ain't getting younger. All your kids gonna do is when you die, they gonna sell it. They ain't gonna want to have that shit. Do you want Shane to run it? Do you really you know Stephanie ain't gonna run it? She just gonna let Triple H run it. Look how he changed NXT. We don't want the indie wrestlers. We want the big, strong, young, played football, 6'6" dudes that can main event WrestleMania. Why? Because that is Vince's vision. Can guarantee if Vince do sell, oh, yeah, this is gonna make a whole lot of changes. Now whether they're gonna make the product better or not, I don't know. But trust me, that's what it looks like to me. That's what it's feeling like. Like I said, it changed the NXT, the maneuvering. He having Khan there to create more money. But y'all make the most money in professional wrestling on a whole. See, understand WWE generates money like the NBA, like MLB. You ain't a broke company and you're doing shows in football stadiums. They're gonna be doing WrestleMania in Dallas, Texas, in the A&T Stadium, AT&T Stadium. Jerry Jones' home of the Dallas Cowboys. Stone Cold hosting. But like I said, back to my theory, he's thinking about selling, but he wants a certain amount. See, understand, this is Trump's best friend. So if that's his best friend, they think a lot alike. Him and Trump is similar. Literally, he's just more articulate than Trump. That's all. They compete. How do I beat Trump? Trump became president of the United States. I become way richer than him. See, Vince knows he can become a fucking damn near trillionaire off of this sale. Or close. Because think about it. If they made $256 million, okay, let's see. What is the WWE net worth? Because we can find out. We about to find out real quick. Just give me a shot. The net worth as of last month is $6 billion. Now, I want you to think about that for a second. How much could Vince get for the WWE? He could sell that bitch for 40 billion. We talking about library and everything. Lock, stock, and barrel. 40 billion. And see, too, he also remembered when he bought WCW. See, ain't no one taking that into account. Because when he bought WCW, he had to take on all those contracts that WCW had. So you talking about Nash, you talking about Flair, you talking about Booker T. Think about some of these motherfuckers that was seeing like 1, 2 to 3 million. So you already had like maybe 10 guys that seen that on the roster. Now add in another 10, so that's 20 people you got to pay. So he's sitting here thinking about the shit. If I do sell this, that means I'm going to be giving these contracts to Disney, and Disney may not want them. And it might be a certain price that I'm looking for that I am willing to give the roost to Disney or NBC to. But I know that they're not going to give me that price if they have these many contracts they got to already honor walking into the deal. Because if he had to do all over again, he probably would have bought WCW and fired every goddamn body and kept maybe a couple of motherfuckers and that's it. He wouldn't have brought the whole roster over or tried to, or majority of it. So people forget about that WCW deal. See, everyone forgot about that. See, that's funny. Everybody that been talking about this today ain't never mentioned none of this shit that I'm saying. Because me being a businessman myself, I'll do the same thing. If I know that I can dump some assets that will increase my profit and increase and make the sale price go up, shit, it's worth it. So, like I said, I just feel that Mr. McMahon is thinking about selling. And there's a price that's in his head. And he set it up to where he give that price and then look at the books and say, okay. Because at the end of the day, if you look at the names that he's releasing, don't be surprised if you see a Randy Orton get added to it. Jeff Hardy. Because they're gonna want it, because I'm pretty sure Kyle getting in said, them guys is old, man. You keep saying you want to go younger. Yeah, part of that is getting rid of this old weight. Now, the question is next is where is everybody going? Everybody want to make their predictions. Some people say they don't want to make predictions. I make predictions. So I'm gonna tell you what's about to happen. All right. B-Fab, I have no idea what will happen with her. Unless she really want to wrestle, which I think is probably what she want to do, is either probably AEW, probably AEW, because she's a fresh face. Like I said, she can rap. Would she fit the Acclaim? No. But B-Fab, we'll see her come up. I just don't know what her real name is. Nia Jax, is she done with wrestling? I doubt it. Actually, to be honest with you, I predict she would go to WoW. I don't think she's going to go to an AEW or an Impact because, well, AEW possibly, that's if they want her, but some tell me she'll end up with WoW. Because of Tessa Blanchard, Jeannie Butt's going to say, wait a second, this is Nia Jax. My God, it would make the show boom because they started syndication. So with Nia Jax now available, they got Tessa Blanchard. They need some more, how can I put this? Another star name, Maivia. There you go. Harry Smith, I see him going back to MLW or New Japan. Me personally, I say MLW because the Opera Cup is there. He was figured in. I'm pretty sure Court Bauer would love to bring him back. Depending upon his contract, because I don't know if he had a 30-day clause or not. What is it? Nah, he ain't gonna be back in time for that sixth thing, whatever. But I see him going back to MLW, hands down. Frankie Monet, probably Impact. Plus she'll go back to AAA. Because think about it, she was one of the main eventers down there, female wise, multiple reigners champ, um, and also she was a knockout champ at Impact. Think Dan Peraza took the belt off of her, and now you got you know, plus you got the NWA. So you think Mickey James didn't make that phone call to Frankie Monet, aka Talia Valkyrie, and say, hey, Sugar, how you doing? Yeah, I just heard the news. Yeah, I got we doing another Empower, right? No, NWA and Impact, you good. Karrion Kross, Scarlett Bordeaux, that was a little bit trickier because if I was okay, would Karrion Kross? Okay, I say Impact. Um, the reason why because one, they would let him and Scarlett Bordeaux work together. Two, they could do a similar entrance. They could do a similar entrance in Impact. Plus, um, he fits Impact, and plus it would give him a gateway to New Japan because I truly believe if he didn't go to WWE, he would have became the Impact champion. And at some point, we would be seeing him on New Japan Strong or actually on the main roster of New Japan. So let's keep it 100. Keith Lee, Impact or MLW because there's no Ring of Honor right now. Because if there was Ring of Honor, he would have went back to Ring of Honor. So, and like I said before, this is fucking crazy. Now, there's other names that's up here. Eve Marie, she ain't going to no wrestling promotion. She's done with wrestling. I don't see her. She didn't do much wrestling to begin with. So why would I think that she would actually go to a wrestling promotion? If she does end up in a wrestling promotion, something telling me she would end up at WOW. Period. But no, we're not going to see her anymore. If you ever see her anymore, it would be in a movie. You feel me? You watch her on the movie screen. That's probably the next time you see her. And like I said, with Oney Lorcan, because people probably knew him, and Grandman Lee, Lance Torado, we already know they going back to AAA or MLW. Oney Lorcan probably MLW or NWA. So, but I want people to think about this. The Indies is about to get off the fucking chain because it's going to be a lot of quality wrestlers on the indie circuit. A lot of them. I hate I ain't gonna be able to go to WrestleCade in Winston-Salem this year. Because I don't have the money to go, nor do I have a car. But yes, we have a convention this way, actually coming this month in November, called WrestleCade. And I'm expecting a lot of motherfuckers going to be there. And next year's going to be even more off the hook. WrestleMania weekend going to be off the hook because all the wrestling promotions going to be throwing events in Texas like crazy. But like I said, the Indies is about to get off the fucking chain because you got motherfuckers that got to find a landing spot. So an MLW, an AAW, GCW, whew, they about to land a lot of shit. Court Barrow right now, he's on the phone like a motherfucker. And then the X Factor, you have New Japan Strong, New Japan America. Remember, they have their wrestling promotion over here now. You got Fred Rossi on there. Some of the Ring of Honor guys, the Bullet Club guys, some of the guys from Impact. Guess what? You don't think New Japan gonna say, come this way? So that's why I say it's gonna be interesting because the Indies, this is gonna be an era in professional wrestling where it's gonna be a great era. Because this is gonna be a time where of great change in the business of professional wrestling, and it's gonna be a boom period. And it's not just, I ain't talking about like with fans, just the money, but the quality of wrestling that you're going to see and dream matches that you never thought you were going to see. You feel me? I never thought my wildest dream I would see Mance Warner in the same ring as the Briscoe brothers. I'm like, shit, they need to be a clique. You feel me? But it's, you trust me on this. The Indies about to get popping. I'm curious to see who AML is going to grab and book. You know, and like I said, you know, Ring of Honor, they're gone. So you got all those wrestlers sitting out there. Bandito already seen that he's going to be going to GCW. You still got Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, Defy Wrestling on the West Coast, House of Glory. People forgot about that. Actually, Pastor Pete owns House of Glory. So, shit. Like I said, it's about to be an interesting 2022. You know. Also, much love sent out to John Moxley. I hope you're in rehab doing well. Hope you get well. I can't wait to see you come back, get in the ring. Yeah. So that's all I wanted to say about this topic, this subject. So this, I didn't do my normal particulars, so it is what it is. This one, it was for my wrestling fans. I had to talk about this, man. You know, period. I might do more episodes about wrestling. If y'all want me to do more episodes discussing wrestling, okay, then I'm going to make a deal with you. If I get 15 downloads on this, that tells me I need to do more episodes about professional wrestling. And I'll start doing that. Okay? Like I said, I do everything organically. I get the people what they want. So with that being said, life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience? You didn't learn anything. Smoke this over.